What is up, you guys? Pete DiCarlo here, and today we're going to be talking about ARK Invest, Cathie Wood, basically the superstar of the stock market over the past year, really in the public eye. They and Cathie Wood specifically, their team is absolutely amazing, and they've brought this company to be basically the rock stars of the ETF and world. And overall, they came out with some huge news, I believe on Friday, planning a space exploration ETF, which a lot of people are expecting, obviously things like Virgin Galactic and a lot of these other companies. So I quickly want to go over the news. We'll go over this article, kind of stating everything that's going to happen, and then we'll talk a little bit about this further. So ARK Funds is the biggest and most successful equity active manager in the ETF space, with almost $40 billion in US listed ETF assets spread across 7 funds. They put in the registration this week that a space-focused ETF, the ARK Space Exploration ETF, or ARKX, they're going to file. Typically don't elicit this much excitement, but ARK's massive success with funds such as the $21 billion ARK Innovation, which is the one that everybody knows, ARKK, and the thematic siblings make ARKX the talk of the week, a filing that was said to have single-handedly boosted the whole space-related stock segment. And if you guys have been watching in general, like if you just look at companies like SPCE, like what a week. I called this out with my team a couple of days ago, and we had this big gap to fill to the upside. I was like, I feel like SPCE is going to break out here. So while this fundamentally didn't change the charts of SPCE, congratulations to anybody who hit that. And it's crazy when we live in a time where a company like you know how Tesla basically is such in the public eye now that like almost everybody knows Tesla or Tesla stock. And even if you're not, trading full time and you're not an investor full time, most people like know Tesla stock through Robinhood. That's how ARK is starting to become. It's pretty crazy. So it's nuts when ARK can come out and say they're making a space exploration ETF and then all these stocks start to pump. So ARKX will have the same research-based distribution-focused DNA that all of their ARK ETFs have. In the prospectus, ARK said that the ETF will invest in the US and international space exploration companies that are innovating and disrupting products and services in this segment. ARKX is going to be a high conviction portfolio for those seeking access to opportunities, quote, beyond the surface of Earth. ARKX will go head to head with funds such as Procure Space ETF, which is UFO, which is a $44 billion global aerospace and defense ETF, and the Spider Kensho Final Frontiers ETF, ROKT, which is a US focused index based on a basket of companies engaged in space and deep sea exploration. ARK has not disclosed their planned fees for the fund, but all of the ETFs cost around 0.75% in expense ratio, or $75 per $10,000 invested. So overall, huge news. ARK, like I said before, they have become like rock stars in the public eye when it comes to investing, and a lot of people love to invest in their ETFs. And if you look like ARKK, which is their ARK Innovation, this thing is up huge in the past. Like, let's just go to the monthly chart. Look at this, right? This is what the price of this ETF back in March of 2020, when the Rona was at its worst, was down to $33, and now we are up to $141. As well, if we take a look at ARKQ, which is another one of their big ones, which is ARK Autonomous Technologies and Robotics, down at lows of $26 up to $85. So overall, you could have seen huge portfolio gains. And a lot of my students ask me like, hey, would you invest in, ARK or ARKK or ARKQ? And for me, it's like, I don't, simply because I would rather enjoy building my own ETF and building my own portfolio. Because if you look at what is specifically in ARKK, it is a lot of innovative, disruptive companies that, however, I would say are extremely risky businesses and extremely risky investments. But still, I think that overall, if you don't want to learn how to build your own ETF, or you just don't have the time and to build your own ETF and manage your own portfolio, paying ARK 0.75% for their pre-made ETFs, allowing them to manage your money and allowing them to balance their portfolios and continue to make acquisitions. I think it's a great idea. I do nothing but support ARK, and I think that it's a great investment for your time and your money. And I really want to see how the space exploration ETF is built, and I want to see how they allocate the funds. So overall, guys, let me know what you think about this. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.